He never could get rid of the fear, so the balls continued to hit the wall. And you can see my moral at the bottom. You know, if we want to be winners at this stuff, we've got to overcome our fear, whatever that is, and volunteer. My goodness, that rhymes, doesn't it? Overcome your fear and volunteer. The thing about that is, amen. So you know what, I probably said enough, I probably said too much, but with that, take it home, Pastor, I know it. Okay, with that, I'd like to introduce to you our speaker, Debbra Determan, who's the Executive Director of Foothills Caring Corps. It's all yours.
Thank you, Paul, and I appreciate being here today. Now, I know we had a little difficulty with the CD that I brought, but I thought we would just play a 4-minute video so you could get an better understanding of who we are and what we do at Foothills Caring Corps. So if you are ready to turn it on, that would be great. I must tell you, I am so fearful of giving any IT products to anyone because every time I give it to somebody, there's something that goes wrong with it. So I gave Paul 3 CDs.
Good reason to fear.
To make sure that it worked, and only one of them worked, and the one that did work is an older one, so I'll update the statistics on it, but you'll have fun watching it anyway. Are you ready? Thanks.
Each day in our valley, something very special occurs, and you may never notice. Volunteers of the Foothills Caring Corps provide meals, transportation, companionship, and most of all, care.
Well, you know, overall what we're trying to do is improve the quality of life for the homebound neighbors that we have here in the Foothills community. And think the number of people who can't leave their house for various reasons. What we try to do is provide medical transportation for them, something which is key as they have many medical appointments. We do grocery shopping for them. We deliver mobile meals to people, some who are certainly able to pay for it and do, but just can't prepare the food. We have a van program which takes them on social outings in the van. For some of them, it's the only social opportunity they have in the course of a month to go out and enjoy life. Those are the kind of things that we do. We like to think of ourselves as dramatically improving their quality of life. That's what we're all about.
And for the Caring Corps, nothing is possible without volunteers.
It's the volunteers that keep us alive. There are some 300 odd people all the time who last year gave 24,000 hours of their time. This year, incidentally, I think we'll end up the year with about 30,000 hours of volunteer time. These are people who drive, they serve as van drivers, they deliver meals, they are assistant van drivers, they do volunteer services in the office where they can help. A very important piece of what they do.
For volunteers like Lorne Pete, giving their time is a small gift that brings great satisfaction to everyone involved.
Well, I would say it's a very small offering on their part to offer a very big service to somebody else. Hello, Hank.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you today?
Good.
You ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right. Let me take this.
All right.
I'll hold on to this and give you a little bit of a scoop, but let me get the door here.
They provided a great service to me. I think we tend to take for granted too many of the things we do on a day-to-day basis, like walking, driving, eating, swallowing, any of the above. I did not think that I would ever be in a position where I would need a caregiver's assistance due to a very debilitating illness that kept me in the hospital for over a year. I was unable to move, blink, swallow, all of the above. We were put in touch with the Caring Corps folks, and they have been unbelievable working with me. Very professional, always punctual, willing to do whatever it takes.
And for volunteers such as Vance Howe, the purpose of the Foothills Caring Corps is very clear.
The question, why do we do this? is because you've enjoyed a productive life where you've been able to feed your family and save some money. And when you hang it up, the idea of giving back, you really have an opportunity to do something that's going to make a difference in people's lives. It's small, but it counts. And like Frank right back there, Friendly Frank, he was standing there in his shorts, just waiting for us at the front door. Saw us coming, big friendly smile on his face. I've never met the man before, couldn't have been nicer. And this will be perhaps a little highlight for his day. Not a big deal, but nice.
It's Friendly Visitor.
Giving back and making a difference in someone's life is what the Caring Corps is all about. Gail Peterson delivers mobile meals and volunteers for friendly visits each week.
So I get a lot back because it just makes me feel good. It's at the end of the day you think, wow, look at, I made their day, they made my day. It's just kind of what goes around comes around, I guess. So.
You can be part of the Caring Corps in a number of ways. You can volunteer your time. You can make a donation. You can get involved. They need us. We need you. We all need each other.
Foothills Caring Corps is a wonderful service. They take care of us people who are alone, and everything they bring is so good. And it's a wonderful service.
We love the Caring Corps! Carefree!
Caring Corps is super good. I mean, it is a good organization. I'll tell you, if I would play a lottery ticket and would win any big money, half of it would go straight to the Caring Corps.
We're neighbors helping neighbors, and the Caring Corps has room for you.
Well, as I go through my presentation, I've just got a couple of minutes, I will tell you some of the numbers that are different. You saw some of the statistics and the numbers, but that's all changed. We did upgrade this video for a while back. I'd like to tell you where we do our services and how long we've been providing our services. We provide services in Carefree, Cave Creek, North Scottsdale, and North Phoenix, and it's been for the last 12 years. We go all the way over to East Rio Verde, west to I-17, south to Bell Road, and north to Tonto National Forest. And as it was mentioned, the mission of our organization is to enhance the quality of life and promote independence for homebound residents. We accomplish this through the use of wonderful volunteers and staff who deliver services and support that provide access to basic needs. We also serve persons with handicapping conditions that may not be over 60 years of age. So it's a real range of people. We serve people who are 18 years and older, actually. So I'm here to tell you 5 things today. I'm going to give you an update on the number of services, to ask you to assist us in recruiting volunteers, to ask you to share our materials with those who might need our services, to interest you in becoming involved in new projects, and to thank you for your partnership. All right, let's get on to the update of services. We have 650 neighbors in this last year that we've served. We have 533 volunteers. And remember in this video it said we had maybe 24,000 hours of service? Last year we provided 41,156 hours. We contributed 7,340 mobile meals, and our van passenger trips were 5,625 trips. Now, you can see the increase and the difference based on 12 years ago and now. But part of it has to do with we were lucky to be able to get some grant money from ADOT, and they were able to give us some vans. So we currently have 5 vans, 2 of them non-wheelchair accessible and 3 wheelchair accessible. That program is one of the best socialization programs we could ever have in getting older adults together and to find each other. We also in the last year added new part-time position for the mobility management, which is a special funding grant that we got from ADOT to do a better job of coordinating and collaborating with communities to be able to come up with some kind of a transportation plan out here. As you all know, after you get to Deer Valley, there is no public transportation anymore out here. And so what we're trying to do is figure out a collaborative or cooperative way that we can develop some type of transportation, not only for the people we serve, but for other folks who are out here who might need transportation. The second reason I'm here is recruiting new volunteers. And Paul did a wonderful job talking about that. And as a matter of fact, is a wonderful volunteer. He and Peggy help us out many times with the van. When we're really stretched and need some help, they're there ready to volunteer with us. As you might know, we started in a Faith in Action program through Robert Wood Johnson funds. Now that program started 27 years ago, and it was really basically looking at the way churches could put their faith in action to be able to help with the social services needs in the whole, not only the state, but in the country. So it is a national program called Faith in Action. In this program, we like to put people together with people who have needs, and whatever amount of time you have to spend, whatever time that you have to give to the community, we're fine with that. I know a lot of our people leave in the summer. Actually, 40% of our volunteers leave. So we're at that point now for asking for new volunteers to be able to help out during the busy time in the summer. As Paul had mentioned, you can volunteer 1 hour a month, or you can volunteer 20 hours a month. It's really up to you and your schedule. We have an orientation session every second Thursday of the month. The next one coming up is May 10th, and it's from 9 o'clock until 11. You can just show up, or you can give us a call at 488-1105. But we certainly could use about 45 volunteers between the months of April and October of this next year. So if you can help us out, that'd be great. Third reason I'm here is to find people who might need our services. You never know who is your neighbor that might need some services and is really not willing to share that information with you. But if we can get people signed up ahead of time so that they're ready to go when they need our services, that's the best way for us to work with people, so that we're handy and ready to be able to help them when they run into an emergency, or if they've had surgery and are coming out of the hospital and need somebody to help them go to physical therapy or to go back and forth to the physician. With our new efficient space that we have, which is downtown Carefree, we have been able to take on as many people who have been knocking on our doors. As long as we get volunteers, we're able to keep on with new neighbors. What we have found in this past year is that there have been a 60% increase in the number of new requests for services. So we can see this, as Paul was talking about the statistics, the older population needing our services, plus the older you get, the more services you need, so that it may be that we're serving some of the same people, but they're asking for 3 or 4 services rather than 1 service. So with that, I appreciate any materials that you might to give out to people who might need the service so that they can get signed up. The next reason I was here was to tell you about a couple of new projects. We have a new project, fall prevention. We would like to help people keep their balance. And if you want to get involved, I would love to have people get involved with this project. It's going to be an area-wide fall prevention project. Also, if you're interested in working on transportation coordination, please give us a ring. We also have gotten involved with the homeless issues, and already some of the folks from your congregation are involved. Paul, Walter, and your pastor is real involved with this project. So if you're interested, that is going on, really looking at the way that this area can work with people who are in need of homes. The other new project that's coming on, some of you might have a real interest in it. It's pet therapy and pet visiting. We have so many lonely and isolated people who would just love to have an animal come by and be available.